I'll hold you.
So Ish apparently, after a half a day of work, went downstairs, started his car,
Get the
and
fuck outta
drove to Maryland, where they're making the Sphere.
You gotta go check on work.
Yeah.
So he hopped in his car and is on the road headed to DC to.
Do ish shit.
Right now. See how far he got.
That's not a bad idea.
I'll call him. Where's the thingamajigger?
Make a pod from the road.
Yo,
That's funny.
that's funny.
He can hold us down.
Think you'll answer?
No, he's definitely not answering.
Nah, he might.
He gonna answer.
Oh, you think that he left his
y'all told
keys
me
or some
already,
shit?
so he cool.
Yeah.
Yo, where you at? We trying to start. Hello?
Hello?
Service bad. Service bad.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, you ain't hear
Where are you? Where are you?
He calling back.
No, you can't call back.
Yo,
Yeah.
I'm glad the money's having black. Where you at? We waiting.
I said I told Ian I wasn't doing a Patreon.
I did hear him say that.
He said it.
No, he didn't. He didn't tell me anything.
No, he told Ian.
Oh. No, I told him, my bad.
He
I
told
thought
you.
he
He didn't.
Yeah.
But why you didn't just tell me? Like, we used
You
to
wasn't there. It was when I first came in, and then y'all went outside. I thought he told you.
Is everything all right?
Yeah, I gotta go to Maryland with some shit.
That naturally.
I told him no.
Yeah.
Yo, bring back
Hello?
some seafood boil, yo.
These guys think that this is
Yeah.
hilarious.
What time you be back?
Nah, word is bond. I told Ian. Dead ass. I told him this morning.
No, he did.
Can he come
we
back?
Heard him.
Why you just couldn't hit the road after the Patreon?
Nah.
Huh?
Like you had to be there at a certain time?
I gotta go. Yeah, I gotta go get a rental. I gotta do mag. Like I gotta go to get a cargo van, a rental cargo van, and the spot closed at 5. So I'm hauling ass now to get there.
Yeah,
They say I'm gonna get there at 4:44.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, yeah.
That's fat.
You're gonna get Maryland
Nah.
in 45 minutes?
No,
Oh, I gotta go get a cargo van. A cargo van.
don't be silly.
I'm going to Maryland tonight, but I gotta go pick up a cargo van from the rent-a-car spot. They got the cargo vans.
Do.
Not really. But I mean, what I'm gonna they didn't even say goodbye or nothing.
I did. I said peace, peace, peace to everybody.
He did. He said,
Okay. All right.
We heard
All
him.
right. They want to play with me.
Nah, I said that.
We
You
heard.
did.
We are vouching that we heard him.
I'm dead.
Ish. Good ball. You can't. Am I missing something?
Play too
told
much,
us. He
bro.
told me
Nice.
What? You could do it on a Wednesday?
I'll be there tonight.
Nah, I'm not in control of it. Yeah, I ain't in control of this. I just closed last week. I gotta meet the people at my house in Maryland down south. The utility people I on their schedule.
yeah, it's more important. He think he gotta get.
They
All right,
playing
yo,
too
listen,
much, yo. Bye,
listen,
yo.
You travel safe.
Thank you, brother. These play too much, bro.
Are you available for the Patreon on Friday at least?
Now I'm coming on Friday.
Oh, that's peace.
Tell him to stay on the line.
Yo,
you can
this
talk
guy's
with
a
us just
fool,
like
bro.
this.
Stop playing, man. I'll be there Friday, yo.
All right.
Goodbye, yo.
Thank you, y'all, man. Bye, I guess.
Yeah.
At the nucleus of this unfolding spectacle stood Joe Budden, a man whose rhetorical dexterity is often deployed with the precision of a seasoned tactician, and his co-host Ish, whose sudden and somewhat precipitous departure from the studio became the catalyst for a moment of communal bewilderment, comedic improvisation, and subtle interrogation. The entire scenario unfolded with the spontaneity of a theatrical improvisation, where the script had been misplaced and the actors were left to reconstruct meaning in real time. Ish, having participated in what could be described as only a fractional segment of the day's labor, executed an exit strategy that left his fellow conversationalists oscillating between confusion and amusement. The imagery conjured by his abrupt departure, descending from a studio, igniting his vehicle, and embarking upon a journey toward Washington, D.C. by way of Maryland, carried the aura of a man propelled by urgency, obligation, or perhaps a confluence of both. In the immediate aftermath of this exit, the studio atmosphere transformed into a symposium of speculation. The remaining hosts, anchored by Budden's inquisitive energy, began to reconstruct the sequence of events with the analytical fervor of detectives examining a case file. Questions emerged not merely about Ish's physical location, but about the rationale underpinning his departure. Why would a man abandon the sanctified space of podcast recording, that modern-day agora, where discourse is currency, in favor of the open road and its attendant uncertainties? Budden, embodying both curiosity and a measure of performative exasperation, elected to initiate direct communication. The act of dialing Ish was itself imbued with theatrical significance. The ringing of the phone reverberated through the studio like a suspenseful drumroll, each tone heightening anticipation. Would Ish answer? Would clarity emerge from the fog of confusion? Or would the call descend into the comedic chaos that often accompanies real-time attempts at remote communication? When the connection was finally established, the exchange that followed resembled a fragmented dialogue transmitted through the unreliable corridors of cellular reception. Words appeared, disappeared, and reassembled in a manner that rendered comprehension a collaborative effort between speaker and listener. The auditory disruptions, those intermittent lapses in clarity, served not merely as technical inconveniences, but as amplifiers of the moment's absurdity. Budden's inquiries, repeated with increasing emphasis, reflected both a desire for understanding and an instinct for entertainment. The repetition of questions became a rhythmic device, transforming a simple query about location into a comedic refrain. The studio audience, both present and remote, found themselves drawn into this rhythm, their attention captured by the interplay of confusion and humor. Ish, for his part, attempted to articulate the exigencies that had necessitated his departure. His explanation introduced a narrative of logistical urgency involving transportation arrangements and time-sensitive obligations. The mention of securing a cargo vehicle added a layer of specificity that elevated the discourse from abstract confusion to concrete scenario. Here was a man not merely wandering aimlessly, but engaged in a mission defined by deadlines and responsibilities. The journey to Maryland, framed within this context, ceased to be an arbitrary decision and instead emerged as a calculated response to external demands. Ish's insistence that he had communicated his intentions, albeit perhaps not with the clarity required to prevent misunderstanding, introduced a dimension of miscommunication into the narrative. The discrepancy between what was said, what was heard, and what was understood became a central theme, illustrating the fragile nature of communication within fast-paced collaborative environments. Budden's reaction oscillated between incredulity and amusement. On one hand, there was a palpable sense of disbelief that such a departure could occur without comprehensive prior coordination. On the other hand, there was an acknowledgement of the inherent unpredictability that defines human behavior. The tension between these two responses created a dynamic interplay that sustained the audience's engagement. The broader implications of this moment extend beyond the immediate circumstances of Ish's departure. They speak to the challenges of maintaining cohesion within a collective enterprise where individual responsibilities often intersect with group commitments. The podcast, as a collaborative endeavor, relies upon the synchronized participation of its hosts. When one member deviates from this synchronization, the ripple effects are felt throughout the entire structure. Yet it is precisely this unpredictability that contributes to the podcast's enduring appeal. The absence of rigid scripting allows for moments of genuine spontaneity, where the unexpected becomes the catalyst for creativity. Ish's departure, while initially disruptive, ultimately generated a sequence of interactions that enriched the episode's narrative texture. The humor that permeated the exchange served as both a coping mechanism and a unifying force. Laughter in this context functioned as a bridge between confusion and resolution, allowing the participants to navigate the situation without descending into genuine conflict. The playful insults, exaggerated reactions, and shared amusement transformed what could have been a source of tension into a moment of collective entertainment. The mention of future commitments, including Ish's assurance that he would return for subsequent engagements, introduced a sense of continuity into the narrative. Despite the temporary disruption, the underlying structure of the podcast remained intact. The promise of future participation served as a reaffirmation of the collaborative bond that unites the hosts, even in the face of logistical challenges. From a philosophical perspective, this episode can be interpreted as a microcosm of modern professional life, where individuals must constantly balance personal obligations with collective responsibilities. The tension between these competing demands is not easily resolved, and moments of misalignment are inevitable. What distinguishes successful collaborations is not the absence of such moments, but the ability to navigate them with humor, flexibility, and mutual understanding. In case of the Joe Budden podcast, the interplay of personalities ensures that even logistical mishaps become opportunities for engaging content. Joe Budden, with his instinct for turning confusion into narrative, exemplifies the role of a host who can transform unpredictability into entertainment. Ish, through his candid explanation and eventual reassurance, contributes to the resolution of the moment while maintaining the authenticity that defines the show. As the episode progressed, the initial bewilderment gave way to a more relaxed atmosphere.